Oh, dude, this is so nasty. This is, you know what this looks like? It looks like a Fear Factor thing.
It's your idea.
Yeah, this is awful. Cheers.
My name is Jon Mitchell and I'm a functional medicine practitioner. I eat testicles for 14 straight days to see if eating testicles would raise my testosterone. During this experiment, I ate testicles raw, I fried them, sauteed them, I even put them in a blender and drank them. So after 14 grueling days of eating Rocky Mountain oysters, there was one question that remained to be answered. Did my testosterone levels improve or not? That's what we're about to find out.
So what gave me the idea to do such a ridiculous experiment? Well, I've been working in medicine for over a decade and I specialize in helping people resolve all sorts of chronic health issues. Before coming to me, many of my clients are frustrated and confused because of all the conflicting and sometimes false health claims online. For instance, there are influencers online who believe that if you eat an organ, the nutrients from that organ will go to the corresponding organ in your own body.
There's radioisotope labeling studies that show conclusively that when you eat an organ, the corresponding organ in your body will receive the nourishment.
The truth is, there is no study that has shown this. But since science is about questioning your own beliefs, I decided to run an experiment to put this to the test. My hypothesis was that if I eat testicles for 14 days, it will not appreciably increase my testosterone levels. And when I say appreciably, I'm looking for a greater than 20% increase in my testosterone. Why 20%? Because the largest study to date on testosterone variability has found that testosterone can vary between 22 and 24% within a few days, even when you keep the rest of the variables constant. So that's the experiment, and now on to the fun stuff. The first thing I needed to do was purchase some bull testicles. I thought this was going to be a piece of cake. I mean, how many people in the world are regularly eating bull testicles? Turns out it was much more than I thought. Website after website was sold out of the gonadal goodies that I needed for my experiment. Who the heck was eating all these testicles? Finally, after a lot of Google searching, I found some promising suggestions on Facebook, and that led me to Frankie's. They didn't have bull testicles, but they had the next best thing, veal testicles, and plenty of them. The experiment was officially on. The order came in a few days later, and I promptly set up a blood draw to measure my testosterone levels. My total testosterone was 544, and my free T was 15.8. With that out of the way, it was finally time to start. All of the excitement leading up to this moment turned to nerves as the realization hit me that I was going to have to eat testicles for the next 14 days. And I've never even tried testicles before. This reminds me of before a race. When you first say you're going to do a race, you're like, oh, you're all excited, you're doing your training, and then you get to the start line and you get nervous. That's what this feels like, staring down at these testicles. So again, as you can see, that's what we're working with here. So we'll do the first bite raw, and then I have some cocktail sauce. All right, bite number one. All right, super chilly. Yeah, it's disgusting. It was at this moment that I realized I should have taken off the tough outer membrane before eating the testicle. Fortunately, my daughter was there to check on me. I felt like it. After removing that tough membrane and with the help of some cocktail sauce, the rest of day one went much smoother. But for day two, I definitely needed to use a recipe that made these testicles more palatable. For day two, I decided to lightly bread the testes in panko and fry it in butter. That's actually pretty good. I would eat that. Yeah, not as chewy, but otherwise I'd say kind of like a chicken nugget. This is like one of the few times where I have friends reaching out to me saying they can't wait to watch this video. I don't really watch anything else, but they want to watch me eat testicles for 2 weeks. And by day 5, the novelty and excitement was beginning to really wear off, and I just wanted to be done. Having to set up my equipment and record every day, trying to think up new recipes, and the simple fact that I was eating testicles day after day made it a grind. I want to keep this real. This is not like, I'm not looking forward to this, I just want to get it done. You know, so this is not like Gary Vee drinking wine, like that's fun. This is eating testicles. By day 9, I started to lose it and thought putting the testicles in a blender and drinking them would be easier. I was wrong. Okay, those are good. Those are good, but we're done. On day 11, I convinced my brother to join me, and I treated him to one of my staples, fried testicles. And just when I thought this experiment would never end, I was finally at day 14. And here it is, the last testicle nugget. I safely can say, I'm only gonna have testicles for a while. And I more than likely will decide to do something weird like this in the future, so you might as well hit the subscribe button and make sure you don't miss that. The following morning, I went to get my testosterone levels measured to see if the past 2 weeks were worth the effort or a total waste of time. Here were the results. My total testosterone increased 55 points, or about 10%, and my free testosterone dropped 4.5 points, or almost 30%. And since my total testosterone didn't increase by at least 20%, it doesn't look like the Rocky Mountain oysters had much an effect beyond the expected variability in testing. Now, of course, this was a simple N=1 experiment, so we didn't definitively prove anything. But it does go to show you that you need to think critically when listening to health influencers online. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please share with anybody who would also like this video.